Okay, so what we can do is we can start chanting for 5 minutes and then we'll begin the session. So anyone, maybe do you have your own bead bags or how you want to chant? So I'll just show how we do chanting. So I have my bead bags. So technically one round of Hare Krishna Mahamantra takes 7 to 8 minutes to chant. But we'll do only for 5 minutes and then we'll begin the session. So let's start. It's very simple. We have to take this bead bag, the malas, and chant one round. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. And then move ahead. This is Sumeru, and before starting chanting, we should chant Panchtattva mantra. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advait Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaurav. Let's start. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. I think so. I can see a lot of people are chanting. We can start with the session. So very simple. This is Hare Krishna mantra is very simple mantra. We have to just chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. One bead. It will take you hardly 15 seconds, and complete round will take 108 beads will take you approximately 7 to 8 minutes. If you chant nicely, if you want to chant fast, it will take 6 to 7 minutes. That's how it would be. So very simple. You have to take a bead bag, or maybe just if you don't have the bead bag, how you can chant? Just start. Close your eyes. Keep your back straight. Don't lean down. Don't lie on beds. Don't lie on sofas, or maybe walking. You can do this mantra. Okay. Thank you. So what we'll do is we'll start today's sessions. In last session, we have learned something about the food, types of foods and gunas. So very important. We have learned about the three different kinds of food. One is sattvic, second was rajasic, third was tamasic. We also understood that once we eat these different kinds of food, it has impact on our mind, body, and soul. Okay, because in Hindi is very saying they saying that jaisa khai an vaisa hoye man. So that's how we need to prioritize these different kinds of food what we eat in our day-to-day life. Now, based on this, we'll take this session ahead and cover very important topic today, that why we should eat non-veg or why we should not eat non-veg. Okay, so today's topic is why we should not eat non-veg, because I'll just take you 2, 3 slides. Just give me a second. You can see my screen. Just say thumbs up if you can see my screen. Okay. Now, as mentioned, these different foods has their impact on our mind, body, and soul. What we eat, our mind, body replicate same. Okay. As discussed, today's topic is why we should avoid non-veg. Because as a human individual, our digestive system is more inclined to the vegetarian foods, and it can be digested easily. And what happens? We get good nourishments, good amount of proteins, different kinds of energy that is required for us to work us in day-to-day life. Now let's see why we should avoid non-veg. Reasons, few important reasons what we have highlighted here. So very important, and first reason, yeah. So it causes the blockage. It causes the blockage in circulatory systems, respiratory systems, hearts. It causes heart diseases, ailments. It causes the chest infection, stomach cancer, and other kind of diseases. So basically, once you eat these kind of food, what happen? Because our body system is adapted to digest digest the micronutrients from the different foodstuffs, so we can get the energy and we can perform our activity. Fine. Now, if we eat the negative kind of foods, which is non-vegetarian foods, what will happen? It has the high amount of protein and it blocks the circulations. And there's a blockage in the arteries, and that's why a lot of heart risk diseases such as heart attacks, then strokes, these kind of diseases people faces in their day-to-day life. And respiratory system get blocks, and worst scenario, people will face the cancer issues and other kind of elements. Second point, what we have highlighted here is unnatural and create obstacle in digestive ability. Unnatural. Why it's unnatural? Because there are other source of proteins, other source of food which can be easily digested. Let's take example, if you take the fruits, vegetables, it can be digested easily because that's the natural forms of protein which our body can get, and digestion is also very easy. Suppose if you eat rice, if you eat potato, these kind of foods, it get digested between 2 to 4 hours, and your blood sugar based on that rise or decrease based on that. That gives you energy. That's why it's easy for you to have the natural food which is good for digestive system. Third important point is these kind of non-vegetarian food has the high protein form, excess protein. And if excess protein is in your body, what will happen? It will form a residue and be in your body, and maybe in stomach or be in your arteries or colons. And what will ultimately happens? This will form the kidney stones. This will cause the blockage, risk of heart attack, excess protein. And animal protein digestion takes more than 24 hours, 14 hours to 24-hour digestion. And if something is not digested, it may lie in your body and it might cause long-term issues in your body. So it's better to switch to alternative proteins. You have pulses, you have soya chunks, you have all these kinds of substitute protein which can be eaten. So fourth point, it increases the tamaguna. We learned about the tamasic food. Tamaguna is wherein it's more. It takes you to darkness. You are not in frame of mind, not in control. And people who eat these food are towards the more demonic nature, and they have the high intensity, hyperactive always, and maybe lazy, or maybe they want to procrastinate anything which and mostly kind of self-thinker. So we should avoid these kind of non-nutrient foods which takes us toward the tamaguna or tamasic nature. Fifth point, suppose we are on spiritual path and we are practicing the Krishna conscious, or maybe you're practicing some rituals at your home. If you need some divine intervention or seeking divine pleasure, divine intervention, or maybe divine connection, so what will happen? You have to be towards the divinity. And if you kill someone and if you eat flesh or meat, what will happen? Negativity, and it takes you away from the God, because any kind of non-vegetarian food which we eat has to get sanction from Lord. And there is a process in the Shastra. When person consumes non-vegetarian foods, has to be specific days, specific place, and that's how it has to be consumed. It's not you have to just get in the market, take the flesh or meat and come back at home and cook it. That's not the right way. So person who is on spiritual path should avoid this, and based on the Shastra guidance only, it action need to be performed. As mentioned, it increases self desire. So people are more kind of thinker, not doing the action taker. And suppose you want to study mathematics, you will say, I'll study mathematics, I'll study mathematics, I'll study mathematics. It will not happen. We have to get into the subject, do practice and solve it. And if you do only for one time, you tend to forget. That's why you have to do multiple time practice to get things done at your end. So it increase self desire means what will happen? You will not be able to control things at your end. So you have to do things at your end. You have to take action. People who eat kind of non-vegetarian, Because once they eat non-vegetarian, more negative thoughts come into their body, negative thoughts come into the mind. And if you're not in a positive mode, what will happen? You will tend to be at negative place and your desires increases, maybe any negative extra, etc. Yeah, 7 point says that yes, negative energies, because what will happen if you kill these animals? Because these animals goes through the pain, sorrow, or they have anger in their mind. So all these kind of things, uh, when we kill these animals, they, because they also have their feelings, they also have the understanding about my fellow animals being killed. So they watch all this, and what will happen? So these negative thoughts come into their mind, and if by 10 someone is being killed, so what will happen? They will, you will suppose a person consumes these animal, what will happen? Negative, they are consuming negative energies. It's not only the flesh, because they are thinking, their thought process, their way of looking towards the us, everything comes in their mind. And if we eat these kind of non-vegetarian food, all negative content, negative thoughts which comes into our mind, and it gives the same impact goes in our body, and people who consume this have the negative results maybe sometime, and they think only about themselves, they're self-desiring. That's how it would be. So it's very important for us to understand that we should love the animals, not eat them. So each life matters. It might be ours, it might be theirs, because everything is a part and parcel of Lord Shri Krishna. Now we'll see from the Shastra perspective, Hare Krishna, Shastra perspective, why we should not kill the animals, why we should not indulge into act of heinous crime by killing the animal or eating them. As per Vedas, Lord Krishna in Bhagavad Gita says that chapter 14.4, Sarva Yonishu Konteya. It means all the living entities are spirit soul. They are part and parcel of Lord Shri Krishna. And these souls or animals, we don't have any rights to kill or eat flesh, because Krishna says Sarva Yonishu Konteya. All living being are spirit soul. Thus animal, thus in the animal there is soul. It means if Krishna says Sarva Yonishu Konteya, it means they are spirit soul, and animal too have the same thing. So why should we kill them? We should not kill them. We don't have rights to kill them and eat for our pleasure and our benefits. There's one more saying in Manusmriti Adhyaya 5 and Shloka 45. It says that a person who kills the non-violent, helpless animal for pleasure never becomes satisfied or happy in the lifetime or death. Suppose if you kill any animal who is going through the he's roaming happily, and you catch them and take it to the butcher shop or maybe all other places and kill them and take their meat or flesh at your home and cook them. What will happen? Because you've already killed lively animal who's already roaming in XYZ places happily, meeting their friends, how we are meeting our friends or meeting their families, and if we catch them, so all what will happen? These have the negative impact, and these are non-violent animal. And what will happen? We'll not be feel happy, and because we are doing this for our pleasure, that's not the right way. So what we'll do is it will have the negative impact on our mind, body, and soul, and we will not get the benefit, or maybe we be happy in this lifetime or next lifetime also. There's one more saying in Manusmriti Adhyaya 5 Shloka 55. Suppose one animal, suppose let's say example, someone eats the chicken, or maybe someone eats the hen. What will happen? So in their world, they have rights to eat us. Okay. So that's the consequences a person has to face because right now we are into human form. In some other birth, we might be other form, other world. So what will happen eventually? They will eat us in their world. So what will happen eventually? So it's tit for tat. What you do to me in this life, I will do to you in my world or my other life. That's how it would be. So that's why we should avoid doing all this, and we should not eat non-vegetarian food. And this is the crux of the Veda. We might have seen a lot of people, might have seen people killing the cows. Just a second, no? Yes, you might have seen a lot of in previous times, most of the places there was cow worship, and we used to raise cow sheds and different place. Gaushala used to be there. And today's scenario also, we respect cow as a mother, and we treat as a mother to us. But there are people who kill the cows, and as Mahabharata in 264 says that we should not kill cows. Any person who is slaughtering or eating the beef or maybe eating the bulls is a heinous crime. We should not, because cow is like a mother to us. And Krishna used to have a lot of guys, lot of the cows in their home, and their in the Vrindavan and Gokul. And we get fresh milk from the cow. We get the butter and yogurt, all these different kind of product, which is rich and healthy for any individual who consume all this. So that's why in Bhagavad Mahabharata it also says that we should not kill the cows, because they are mother, they are agnya, not to be killed. So that's why we should not kill any cows and respect like a mother. There is one more verse in the Mahabharata, 18, chapter 18, 115.58. The person who wants to be happy, who wants to have the good body, without any faultless of the limb, good mind, good physical strength, we should not uh, do any act of injury to the other animals. Because what will happen when we do this kind of injury to the animals, the reciprocation comes to us, and probably we might have to face these consequences in our life, present life. Okay. And one more shloka in Mahabharata 115.4 said, people who says that there's nothing harm in having non-vegetarian foods, or we can consume non-vegetarian foods, there's nothing wrong, or we can do this, we can do that. So what will happen in this, once you consume these kind of non-vegetarian food, what will happen? Because you are getting more miseries, more anger from the other animals whom eat you. So that's why when persons take birth, another birth, suppose any person who is non-vegetarian food and take new birth in different species, what will happen? They may not be happy, because you have already acquired a lot of miseries, lot of anger, a lot of ignorance, a lot of tamasic qualities in you. That's why what will happen? So if you eat these kind of non-vegetarian food, you have to live in misery, whether maybe in this world, this age, or maybe any other creature, any forms which you take in the next life. So these are the some of the important disadvantage, and from the Shastra perspective, why we should avoid non-vegetarian foods, and we should avoid non-eating non-vegetarian foods. So what we can do is, any questions you want to ask, you can ask. We can take the questions now. You can raise your hands. What I'll do is I'll unmute everyone turn by turn. Ar- Arijit raised the hand. Okay, let me unmute.
Teacher, is it like um how can non-vegetarian be so bad when it gives you a protein, nutrients? It also gives nutrients. And how is it bad?
See
Like
what
fish
happens.
and all of it.
Yeah. So
All
what
of that.
happens when you eat these kind of animals? Very important is the negative aspect you get, because they have right to live, and if we kill them, what will happen? You are acquiring sin.
But what if you're eating a dead fish that's um uh it's going to die and then you just kill it?
So you have not, you have, we have just read, Sir Yonishi Konteya, you do not have rights to kill any animal in any form, because if you are killing any animal in any form, you are acquiring sin. Second, what will happen? You will acquire the tamasic qualities and in yourself. And if you eat these kind of animals, they have equal rights to eat you in their world or their life. Right now, you don't know, because you're eating, you are acquiring more sins. Suppose if you're going through one road and road is closed, what will happen? Will you able to cross the road? No, you will not be able to cross the road. Either you have to remove the obstacle, or you have to climb that way to get other side. Similarly, these animals also are a kind of helpless animal. If we kill them, what will happen? You will get the negative energy in your body. You will get the negative impact on your mind and body, soul. That's how it would be. And you should try to curtail the consumption of the non-vegetarian food over the period, and you'll realize how happy you would be and how close to God you be over the period. It will
Oh, okay.
happen eventually in some time. It will not happen eventually in a day. Let's stop it and I will be near to God. No.
So it won't just immediately stop. It'll, like if you do it for like a year or a month, it'll start changing.
Yeah. So any change you want to brought within yourself, it take time. So maybe slowly and steadily you can curtail the consumption, and probably you will feel the difference.
I mean, I don't eat meat. That's
No,
one good thing.
I'm just saying example, saying that if someone is eating, you can ask them to stop it or maybe avoid on regular basis. That's what it can be done.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Anyone raise their hands? Okay. Any questions? Please raise your hands or type in chat box. No questions. Okay. So okay, that's fine. So we can. Acha, Shraddha. Yes.
I want to say Panchatattva mantra.
Yes. Please recite Panchatattva mantra.
Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktavinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Very good. Keep chanting. Thank you. Okay. So thank you everyone for joining today's class. Hope this was a good session, and we'll have a recap probably next class. Thank you everyone for today's time. Hare Krishna everyone.